Welcome back to Viking Football with Bruce Barnum. It's the final edition of the 2016 season. Coach, I'm a little emotional about this. This is the last time we get to do this for a while. But we're going to talk football for one more week as the Vikings prepare to play Eastern Washington on a Friday night. That's right, it's a Friday night game, and it's televised on Root Sports Northwest. Also, the Viking Football Luncheon this week will be on Thursday because of the Friday football game. So if you want to come to the luncheon at Old Spaghetti Factory, that's on Thursday. So the few details of this week's games, we'll talk about it in a moment. Coach, we're going to touch briefly on the Sacramento State game. Another tough loss, a close loss. Went up against a senior playing in his final home game who had a pretty big day, the running back Jordan Robinson.
He did. Mike, this is our last broadcast. But we've enjoyed the process, just the results right now aren't where they want to be for Viking fans or us. So Sacramento, he did. Enjoyed that heck of a day down there against us. Good for them. They played well. They played fast. Disappointing loss, obviously. They all are. But we got one more. We have one more opportunity this week, and the guys are getting excited for that.
Okay, we'll talk about the Sacramento State game, a 42-35 loss. Once again, the Vikings on the doorstep at the end of the game. There have been 4 games like that have come right down to the end, so close, and ironically got into the end zone again, only to have it called back. But the thing that I remember from the football game, and a few of the others, the remarkable drive to get your team in position at the end of the game. And I think Alex Caressa, again, played one of his best games, especially on that final drive.
He did. It was fun to watch. The offense was out there. They played with a lot of confidence last weekend. And it's a game of inches, Mike. It's a game of inches, and we've been inside. We've been down there. We've just been the bad part of the end too many times this season. But that's why we work. That's why we keep going. That's why we grind. We know how to win, and that makes those losses just hurt a little bit more. For the team and the fans, I'm sure. But kids are going in the right direction. And after, the season, we've got our target set and going to prepare so that never happens again.
Is there maybe any one thing you can point to as you look at the film after the games, knowing that you're only a play or two away and in like I said, 4 instances actually this year? Any one thing maybe you point to and maybe we got to tweak this, or there's something we have to do a little different to get the positive result?
Mike, we've been so depleted this year, and towards the end of games now, we're tired a little bit. We're not playing fast. I talked to the team last week. We are not playing fast at the end of that football game. That's one of the reasons that I see.
And by depleted, meaning the number of injuries we've had to endure this year, right?
Exactly. We had another guy, Ryan Wood. We lost him that game. We're not going to see him this week, but with a concussion again. So guys are getting more reps than they usually do at positions. And after playing hard, effort-wise, for 4 quarters or 3 quarters, you get a little drained, and that extra inch a little harder to get. So no excuses. We look at it. That's hit us. We're trying to find ways to get around it. Not obviously short, but again, we're going to try to find a way. Give them another plan this week to get by the mighty Beagles.
All right, the Vikings playing the Eastern Washington Eagles this Friday. And Coach, as I look at all the numbers and everything about Eastern Washington, they are ranked 3rd in the nation. They've won 8 games in a row. They have the best passing offense in the nation, maybe the best player in the nation, quarterback leading the nation. And it kind of reminds me of an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Is that kind of the approach you have to give your team? Hey, this is a big task ahead of us, but we have to do this and then this and then this. Is that your approach maybe?
Eastern Washington, they're rolling right now. They're playing with confidence. And yes, we have to be attention to detail. But you touched on Cooper Kupp, a great person, and I think he's the best player in the nation right now. His numbers say it. His play says that. He had a play last week that another one, you just go, are you kidding me? Yeah, Cooper did that. But I know we'll fight. It's a rivalry game, and they're going to the playoffs. They have a lot going for them, and for our guys, this is it. A great group of seniors are going out that have done a lot for this program, that helped save this program in some ways. And I know our group will honor them with the effort and do their best to upset the Mighty Beagles.
And you mentioned the Dam Cup, playing for that trophy that the Vikings won again last year up in Cheney. And this, again, is an Eastern Washington team. They're playing for a share of the Big Sky Conference Championship this week. We know they're going to be in the playoffs. There's no question about that. And I'm sure they'd like to get that trophy back. So maybe, with the Vikings just playing for that final win of the year, does that mean the team maybe is a little looser and feeling a little better about it? Not quite as much pressure, just that one game ahead and let it all hang out?
You never know. It's college football Saturday, Mike, and, it's our senior day with a great group of seniors. So I don't question the effort that you'll see on the football field. Eastern's a very talented football team. It'll be, even from special teams, offense and defense, it's going to be a great challenge because it's not just their offense that's rolling right now. They're playing well in all phases. So we talked to our team last night, like the reaction, and how they look out here in the practice field. So we'll make a run at them.
Eastern Washington averaging 45 points a game this season. The Vikings averaging 45 points a game in their last 3 games. No question, points will be scored Friday night. It's a 7:42 kickoff for television, Coach. Are you going to bring a pillow?
I think that must be because, is this the Pac-12 network game of the week? I mean, we beat Washington.
Coach, we're in the Big Sky Conference. This is the Big Sky game of the week. No, Root Sports. Actually, I believe it's Gonzaga basketball is on just prior, so they've pushed the kick time to 7:42.
Right, with the time zone, both beating Washington State in the last 2 years. You never know what's going on with the Pac-12.
That's
but
a
no,
good point.
Root Sports, our kids excited for that. It's good exposure for recruiting. I think Jason Stiles is going to be back up in the booth. Hopefully he won't butcher it, and we'll have a good time.
All right, Jason, I hope you watch this video. I know you'll be talking with Coach Barnum tomorrow. Once again, the Vikings playing Eastern Washington Friday night, Root Sports Northwest TV game. It's going to be Beers with Barney at midnight when the Vikings get this win. That's what we hope for. Get all the information on Viking football at GoVikes.com.